So there's no script. I just want to talk about normalizing being a nice guy. For whoever doesn't know what I'm talking about, there's this concept of nice guys against bad guys, or rude guys, or the cool guys, or cool kids. Let me put you in context before I go further with all this concept about the nice guy. I had a short story with a person, perhaps for a month. We were trying to see where whatever we were trying was going to end, and at the end it just didn't work. Just as normal as that, just didn't work. Nevertheless, I remember reaching a person who at that time I felt super close to me, and I felt like I could literally trust him. And I just asked, hey, what did I do wrong? Which was my mistake? What could I have done differently in order for me to continue having a chance with this person? This person said to me, I think you're a really nice guy. I think everything you did was perfect. I think you were really kind to this person. But I think you need a little bit of the essence of what we call a fuckboy in your life. All girls like a little bit of fun. All girls like some sort of factor that makes things interesting. All girls like this bad guy in their lives that messed up with them, but you need to act a little bit like that to seem more appealing, to seem more attractive. And the messed up part about this statement is that I believe in the person. The issue I have personally with this statement is that at some point I started becoming that. I started not caring about, my feelings. I started not caring about my personality. I started to not care about who I actually am. I started to not care about my emotions, about my feelings, about the way I want to try other people. If I want to give someone flowers, if I want to make a special detail, if I want, to be romantic, all these type of things started becoming some sort of a bullcrap for me, because it didn't make sense anymore. It didn't make sense because it was not gonna work anyway. It was just not gonna be effective based on this ideology that was introduced into my mind. I'm a nice guy. I consider myself as a nice guy. I consider myself as a person who, whenever is engaged into a relationship or a friendship, I will try my best to treat the other person nicely, because that's who am I. But we don't have to fall in that, and that's why I recall once again that I believe it should be normalized. I believe that all these TV shows and all this propaganda about whoever is a nice guy will never be able to have some sort of sexual interaction, will never be able to make out with someone, will never be able to find love, will never be able, to have a relationship. I think that this is a big bullshit, because honestly, bro, when I tell you that this will happen to you, it actually will happen to you. Like, you don't have to pretend to be someone you are not. You just have to be yourself 100% of the time. Once you see yourself in the mirror and you realize that you're not really proud of the person you are, that you're not really proud of whoever you become, that's not a way of living, don't you think? Something as well that I don't agree with is that there's a lot of people saying that there are no more gentlemen and gentlewomen in this world, that people stop doing nice things for other people, and that's bullshit as well. Unfortunately, there has been people with good emotions, there have been people, who have good intentions to other ones. They have been played in some sort of way. They have been put in some sort of situation that make them feel that real love doesn't exist anymore. And it does exist. Another mistake that you're making as well is that if you're actually expecting for this person just to walk into your door one day, that's never gonna happen. You just don't have to expect for anything in life. You just have to roll, and eventually the next thing you know is that you meet the person who's gonna become your girlfriend or your boyfriend, or I don't know, whatever you want. And eventually you fall in love with that person just by being who you are. You will start something new with someone you never met before, just exactly by acting the way you feel comfortable with. You start something new with someone by being a nice guy. And there's nothing to be ashamed of, honestly. We all have our own way of interacting with humans. We all act differently, and we all are like some sort of individual living beings that are trying to survive in this messed up world. Nevertheless, being kind is not a sign of weakness. Treating other people kindly is not other sign that you're not strong enough. Being you is not a sign of being less of a human being. And if you're thinking that because you have to act, you have to treat others badly, that because you have to do this and you have to do that in order to fulfill some expectations, then let me tell you that maybe it will work at the beginning, but you will have a really sad ending, my friend. I'm not trying to say that if you identify or know someone who fits in this spectrum of bad guy, fuckboy, call it whatever you want, I'm not saying that that's bad either, because if it's some sort of a way of you behaving, that's, I don't know, how you introduce yourself to the world, then that's your problem, that's your life, and I'm not gonna get in the middle of that because it's not none of my concerns. The problem is people like me who doesn't fit in these sort of ideas, people who are not comfortable with behaving in certain specific ways, neglecting their true selves, and becoming these people in order to fit in the society just to find love, just to find a partner, just to find with someone to be with. I believe that both things are beautiful in the way of either being single or being with someone. Both situations provides their own advantages and disadvantages. But just think twice if you're actually getting yourself into something with someone, if you are not being your true self. All actions have their own price, but at the end of the day, you really have to be able to stop for a moment and think if you're willing to pay for whatever is coming next. So that's pretty much. I'm not ashamed of saying I'm a nice guy, to be honest with you. And I already have been with people before and they started something with me because of who am I. So please don't be ashamed of being you and don't try to change for some messed up society that we live in. Till the next time. Bye bye.